Welcome to the video lecture number 4 for Spanish for beginners. To start off, I'd like to go over to the verb tener, which means to have in Spanish. So you can see here, tener has its own conjugations, a bit different than what regular ER verbs are in Spanish. Yo tengo, tú tienes, él, ella, usted tiene, nosotros tenemos, ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. So you can use it like we say to have. So I have a brother, tengo un hermano. I have 3 books, tengo 3 libros. We have a class, tenemos una clase. Along with just having the regular to have meaning, tener also can be combined with several other words which are common expressions in Spanish. The first one, tener however many años, so to be so many years old. In Spanish they say to have this many years. So yo tengo 24 años, tú tienes 35 años, ella tiene 87 años, or so forth. So tener blank años, and so you conjugate the verb tener. The question would be, ¿cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tengo 13 años. To be hot uses the verb tener in Spanish. Tener calor, yo tengo calor, él tiene calor. To be careful, tiene cuidado, tenemos cuidado, we are careful. To be cold, tener frío, yo tengo frío, tú tienes frío, you are cold, I am cold. Tener hambre, to be hungry, yo tengo hambre, usted tiene hambre. To be scared of, tengo miedo de, and then whatever you're scared of. Tengo miedo de la oscuridad, the darkness. Tengo miedo de los monstruos. I'm scared of monsters. Tengo miedo de las computadoras. I'm scared of computers. And the question for that would be, ¿de qué tienes miedo? The word qué, what there, no? Of what are you afraid? ¿De qué tienes miedo? Tener prisa, to be in a hurry. Tengo prisa, tú tienes prisa, nosotros tenemos prisa. Tener razón, to be right. Yo tengo razón, I am right. Tú tienes razón, you are right. No tener razón, to be wrong. Tú no tienes razón, nosotros tenemos razón, we are right. Tener sed, to be thirsty. Tener sueño, to be sleepy. Tener suerte, to be lucky. Some other expressions, tener que, to have to do something. So tengo que correr, I have to run. Tengo que estudiar, I have to study. As you notice, the second verb is in the infinitive. I have to study, to run. Infinitive in English, it's also infinitive in Spanish. Then another phrase is tener ganas de, to feel like doing something. Tengo ganas de correr, I feel like running. Tengo ganas de estudiar, I feel like studying. And the question would be, ¿qué tienes ganas de hacer? Well, we'll go over the questions here in a minute. Another verb here is hacer, to do. So you can see the conjugations in the present tense. Yo hago, tú haces, él hace, nosotros hacemos, ellos, ellas, ustedes hacen. Remember, the H in Spanish is silent. So to do is used in the same context as it is in English. So, ¿qué haces? What do you do? Or what are you doing? When you answer that question, you don't say, I do running or I do eating. You just use the verb of what you're doing. I am running, I eat, or I'm eating. The same thing is in Spanish. You generally replace the verb hacer with whatever you are doing in the answer. So, ¿qué haces? Corro. What are you doing? I'm running. ¿Qué deseas hacer? What do you desire to do? Deseo bailar. So like I said, more often than not, when you have the verb hacer in a question, you replace that verb with whatever the verb that you're doing or whoever's doing it in the answer. So going to these expressions with tener that we had. ¿Qué tienes que hacer? What do you have to do? Tengo que estudiar. I have to study. You wouldn't say, I have to do studying. You just say, I have to study. It's the same in Spanish. Or, ¿qué tienes ganas de hacer? What do you feel like doing? Tengo ganas de comer. I feel like eating. Some expressions with tener, hacer, talking about weather. The weather in Spanish is el tiempo. You think it would be time is tiempo. Yes, but remember talking about time, ¿qué hora es? What is the hour? Whereas el tiempo is the weather. So the question would be, ¿qué tiempo hace? And there's several different expressions here, either using the verb hacer or using the verb estar. Hace buen tiempo, hace mal tiempo. It's good weather, bad weather. Hace frío, it's cold. Hace calor, it's hot. Hace fresco, it's cool. Hace sol, it's sunny. Hace viento, it's windy. Está lloviendo, it's raining. Está nublado, it's cloudy. And probably not used much here in Texas, está nevando, it's snowing. Days of the week, in Spanish, all the days of the week are in lowercase written out, starting with Monday, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. So the question would be, ¿qué día es? Or ¿qué día es hoy? Today. Or ¿qué día es mañana? What day is it tomorrow? Hoy es lunes. Hoy es martes. Hoy es miércoles. Hoy es jueves. Hoy es viernes. Hoy es sábado. Mañana es domingo. Mañana es lunes. Mañana es martes. With the seasons, we have el invierno, the winter, with diciembre, December, enero, febrero, January, February. Spring, la primavera, with March, April, May, marzo, abril, mayo. Summer, with junio, julio, agosto, June, July, August. Otoño, fall, with septiembre, octubre, noviembre. Talking about the date, ¿cuál es la fecha de hoy? What is the date today? Date of today, no? Es el 3 de febrero de 2018. It's February 3rd of 2018. So you can see the format. Es el 18 de noviembre de 1997. Es el 7 de agosto, or so forth. So you can say es el, or la fecha de hoy es. Today's date is, or simply it's.